Hey everyone, I'm so happy to be sharing this video with you today. In this video, I'll be talking about the introduction of SmartLab CDS 2.0 chromatography workstation software, including its installation and use, as well as some of the instructions about the device. Before the start, we have to make sure that the configuration of the computer meets the conditions of use. Now you can see it on the screen. If your system doesn't contain a DAD detector, you only need to prepare it by following the first paragraph. On the contrary, you need to prepare according to the second paragraph of test. Now we come to the installation. First, run the main software installation package as an administrator, like this. Click Install in the pop-up window. Choose I accept the terms of the license agreement. Click Install. Click Finish and waiting for the database. No. Next, we use the same procedure to install the plugin. Click Finish. Now that we have the software fully installed, before opening the SmartLab, we need to go to the Start menu. Yes. And find the Service Manager in the SmartLab directory and open it as an administrator as well. Like this. More. Yes. Then we can see like this. Now we can open the SmartLab. Here. Enter the username and the password. The default account name is admin, A-P-M-I-N, and the password is 123. You can also create your own account in this software. I will show you how to operate later. Now we can see the software has three functional modules: System Manager, Real-Time Analyze, Post-Tune Analyze. Furthermore, this button can log you out, and this button can help you lock the interface when you leave the computer, like. And now, if you want to use it, you must enter password again, 123. Okay. The first function module is System Manager, which is used for configuration operations of projects, chromatographic system, instruments, users, and roles. This interface consists of three parts: toolbar, you can do, create, save, delete, scan, and so on, other operations here. Navigation window, you can view different lists like this of projects, systems, devices, users, and roles. Edit interface, where you can perform some specific actions. When you open it at the first time, you need to create a new project. click on this new project. There are two choices. We choose create new with Z word. Next. And you can enter your name like trainer, like trainer 01 project. Click next. Oh, you must check this, and you can choose to check or uncheck, follow your need. We have no project now, so this is none. Now we need to create the system. Click the button create. Next, enter the name like HPLC-01, and you can enter description here. Next, the interface is also blank. We need to add device. Add device. There are two ways you can choose: add manually or perform an automatic scan. Like this, manually, choose one, maybe DAD, detector, add. And you can choose the way you connected the device to the computer, or maybe we can scan. Let's remove it now. Remove and scan. If you want to use automatic scan, there are two tips to keep in mind. 1. Make sure that the computer's IP address is on the same network segment as the instrument. 2. Open the Service Manager and check this, the 5 acquisition service, and check. Now we can scan. My IP is 20.1 to 20.200 maybe. Click OK. And wait for the device. When you see the whole devices on the screen, you can click OK. If you have many devices, you can name them here to distinguish them, like maybe 01, like this. OK. Check them and click next. You can see the basic information of your system here. Click finish. OK. You may check this and click next. Finish. Next step is to create a new role. You must create a new role before create user, because when you create user, it's gonna pop up to remain you. Now we come back to create new roles. Maybe like manager, and you can set its permissions. like this. Click OK. Maybe we can create another row, like tester. Oh, tester, sorry. Tester. Maybe the tester can't delete. We can uncheck to change the permissions of the tester. Okay. Now we have two rows. We can create a user. Maybe user 1. You can check the role who can operate this account. You need to set the password 123 123, and you can also enter your email and telephone number here. Okay. Now we can come back to the project. You can see that we are able to associate the projects to users like this. Click Save. The second functional module is a real-time analysis. Oh, sorry. When you want to use the real-time analysis, you must check this. It is used for the creation and the management of instrument methods and the sequence methods. You can also check the acquisition of chromatographic data and the status of equipment operation here. At the top of the interface is the toolbar. This section is for editing methods. Now let me show you how to create instrument methods. Click New, Instrument Method. You can see the outline and all of your device on the screen. The default running time is 10 minutes. You can change it by your mind, like maybe 60. Click the icon of pump. The pump has two operation modes, isocratic and gradient. Under the isocratic operation mode, the flow rate and the rate of valve A, B, C, D remain unchanged. If you set it to gradient, a table will appear in the page. You can change the flow rate and the rate of valve A, B, C, D change with time, like this. Click the right mouse, add row, maybe 5. 0 and go back to the 100 like this. There are 3 tabs to choose: linear, front step, and back step. We need to set the time, maybe 5, 10, like this. And finally, 45. You can visualize the curve of your set flow rate and the solvent ratio on a trend graph, like this. Maybe we use D and A, like this. You may be confused about the front step and the back step, where the front step is changing the method before the start of that period of time, and the back step is changing it after that period of time. And you can see the different trend on the graph. Change. See? Click the icon of Auto Sampler. On this page, you can set the parameters of the sampler. You can choose different inject tab and sampling speed. Note that when you select Full-ring, you are not allowed to change the sample volume. When you select pause and non-destructive sampling, you can change the sample volume as much as you want. Now let's temporarily save the method so that I can show you how to set it up. Maybe Full-ring, click Save, and load. You can see that the inject volume is grayed out. Now we come back. About the sampling speed, I do not recommend that you select high for sampling speed. This may affect the instrument's specification. Maybe low, maybe middle, they are okay. Click the icon of column oven. You can set the temperature you want. Usually I use 40 or 35 for my experiments, but you can set any value within like 0 to 85 according to your needs. Click the icon of detector. You can set the wavelength in the general interface. When selecting single wavelength, you are not allowed to change wavelength too. Only when selecting dual wavelength. Now you can set this. The filtering method for single and dual wavelengths can be set in the corresponding tabs, like this. And normally no change is needed. You can also select the lamp type or turn off the lamp in this page. Add here. Once the instrument method is set up, click Load to send it to the instrument. Before that, you remember to save and load. You can now run the device by clicking the Start button. and wheel the baseline using the monitor. When the instrument has stabilized, you are ready to perform a inject. There are two types of inject: single phase and sequential phase. Here you can set the sample position, the sample volume for a single injection, and then click inject to make the device work. And before using sequence injection, we must create a sequence method like this. Click the right mouse, add maybe 5. You can change the position, like maybe here, maybe any you want, and enter the name, maybe sample 1. You can use fill down to change. You can change another one, like sample 2, like this, and choose the type, standard or unknown. The function include inject, blank, and balance. When you choose inject, the auto-sampler will work, and when you choose blank, the auto-sampler will not inject. Choose the instrument method like this. Fill down. Don't forget to click save. Like injection, click OK. Now you can view the list here. When you want to run it, just click this to run the sequence. Due to the time constraint, I'm not going to demonstrate this today, so we'll move on to the next part. The third function is the post-turn analysis. It is used for single processing, bench processing, cross-sequence processing, menu integration, and other options of acquired chromatographic data. At the top of the page is still the toolbar. On the left side of the page, you can see a list of injection data. Here is no. Let me import. Maybe this. Okay. Now we can see sequence here. Select the sequence here. Double click. Now we can see the information of each injection. Open one row, any of them. Now you can see the various parameters of the processing method on the right side of the page. You can choose different integration methods or use the integration wizard to select the prohibited integration area, just like this. Here, like this. And you can also go back to the initial page and let the software automatically distinguish peaks through parameter setting, like maybe and low. Okay. Click Save Result. Click Yes. After obtaining the desired result, you can add it to the compound table. Select this. Click the right mouse on the row in the result section below and add it to the table. You can set the name like this and click Load. Now you can see a label with its name next to the peak. Finally, click Save Results in the toolbox. Yes. Now go back to the sequence. You can choose the new process method 1, fill down, and click this bench. Now the software will automatically process all samples in the sequence according to the method you choose. If you need to generate a report on your experimental contact, click the right mouse, maybe here. Click the right mouse on the row of data you want. Select Report Designer. And you will see this interface. Choose the toolbox here. At this time, the chromatography component in the navigation bar can be added to the report by dragging, like this. Another information. You can change it by your mind. When the module you want is added to the report, select it and find this, the 3 points. And you can see this. And click it to the pop-up the component settings. Select the Table Properties lab, which allows you to choose the content you want to present in the report. Maybe we don't need the modification time. Click OK and it will disappear in the interface. Okay, the above is the entire content of this training. If you have any questions during use, please feel free to communicate with our company. Goodbye.